Nearing the end of the D's in my core collection are a couple of albums by the Durutti Column. So I'm going to begin with this EP. It's called The City of Our Lady, and this one features a track with Debbie Diamond on vocals. So usually Vini Reilly did the vocals on his albums and songs, and so I don't know who Debbie Diamond is, but she sings on a cover of White Rabbit. That's the second track on side one, which is really interesting. It's kind of given the Circuses and Bred treatment. So if you're used to that 80s period sound of Durutti Column with the gorgeous violins and trumpets and things, you'll hear those elements in this song. So I really dig that one. The A side, Our Lady of the Angels, is a pretty nice, typical Durutti Column solo guitar track. And then the B side is Catos con Guantes, which is a longer song. Has a couple of bits of violin in it, but it's mostly an acoustic guitar. Kind of sounds a little bit like Vinny farting around, but it's compelling music nonetheless. So this is a worthwhile little EP if you can pick it up. Very nice. I think it's from around the 1985 or so. It's got some cool typesetting on it and design elements. Two more records to go. One Durutti Column record. This is the second one in my core collection. It's called Circuses and Bred. It contains the first song I ever heard by Durutti Column, which I believe was on Pete Barless's show in the 1980s on WUSF radio. He had a kind of indie rock punk alternative show late at night, and one night I heard the song Tomorrow, which is from this record, and went out, and I think I bought the Tomorrow single, which I do not have anymore, but at some point I went out and bought the full LP that contains that track. It's on the first side. Some of these tracks are also reprised on the album Valuable Passages that I'll be showing in a little while. Anyway, the sound of the band had really expanded. They had added some violin and some trumpet by the time the mid-80s hit. And this is probably the most successful of all of those albums that were released at that time. This is what it looks like on the back. It's got a really beautiful cover, sort of a brutalist composition. Very interesting music. Definitely recommend anybody to check out the Durutti Column if you've never heard them. I'm a big proponent of their music.
All I wanted was your time. All you ever gave me was tomorrow. All I wanted was your time. All you ever gave me was tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow never comes.
I finally made it to the last of the D's, which is a Durutti Column record. It's a double LP. It's a compilation called Valuable Passages. I think it came out around 1986. It covers the band's music from the earliest days in 1979 all the way up through 1986. And it contains some pretty obscure things that were released either on 7-inch single or in other formats, such as Piece of Out of Tune Grand Piano, and the last track on disc 2, which is called LFOMOD, which seems to be a track that was contemporaneous with the recording sessions for the Guitar and Other Machines. So this compilation predates that album. But All of the songs on here are very solid. They give you an excellent overview of what the Durutti Column was all about. Also, pretty nice packaging and artwork. It's very typical of that sort of abstract geometrical theme that was going on in the Durutti Column's aesthetic at the time. Includes brief but useful liner notes about the origins of the tracks, and the inner labels are even pretty cool on this one. So just got done playing this one again. Sound quality's excellent. I give it 2 thumbs up. Definitely go out and find a copy if you're interested in the Durutti Column and you just want to know what their music sounds like.